Let's speak about different types of graphic items which you can use in iRidium GUI Editor. Graphic items are objects of interfaces. They can receive, control, affect commands, send them to control equipment, and also affect states of other objects. There is a great number of graphic item types in the editor. You can find their properties in the Object Properties tab of the Project Overview window. The Object Properties tab has three intermediate tabs: General, and here you can find the main properties of a graphic item, such as its position on the page, height and width, reaction on pressing, and its opacity. Properties for the selected type of a graphic item are indicated in the specific tab. The Programming tab is used to indicate commands and control activities initiated by different events. Here you can see the press event, hitting on the graphic item, release, releasing the graphic item, hold, holding the graphic item, move, moving the slider. In the Relations tab you can find all connections of the graphic item with other variables of the project. Here we can describe communication between two items of the interface or add a channel which will affect the current state of the graphic item. It contains settings for appearance of the graphic item. Here you can switch states of the item from active to non-active. You can add or delete some states, change the button appearance, change text settings, add an image, change image filtration and stretching on the graphic item. So let's go to description of the main graphic items used in the GUI editor. The first type is button with two states. Here you can see it. It's a standard item which we use to send fixed values to equipment and to display the variable status. For example, button with two states can display changing from active to non-active state of the variable. Button with one state is used for sending values to the graphic item. To indicate value on button with one state, you can use templates of processing and outputting data on graphic. Trigger buttons. They are used for switching variables from active to non-active state. Trigger button can be also used for switching any two states with one button, which are indicated in the properties of trigger. Up-down buttons are used for incrementing and decrementing values in the preset range, for example, for controlling temperature or light brightness relative to its current value. Trigger and up-down buttons require channel for receiving feedback from the controlled variable, that is for indicating the current value and selecting another value which will be sent to the equipment. You can see how to use these buttons with a particular type of equipment in the corresponding instructions. The graphic item level is used to regulate values of some variables in the preset range, for example from 0 to 100. With the help of this item, you can dim light brightness, regulate temperature, and other variables in the preset range. The graphic item edit box is used for inputting data from the keyboard of a control device. Then you can send this data to the control equipment. Static list is an inertial list formed from pop-ups. Using it, you can make switching of project pages more convenient. They can open sequentially, and they will be scrolled horizontally or vertically. Multi-state level is a special type of level, every value of which has its image and animation. While scrolling it, you can change its appearance. It's convenient for creating complex graphics. Multi-state button is an animated item, and it's used for creating cycle animation. Let's pass over to joystick. Joystick is a graphic item which can send two values to a control device which defines its X and Y coordinates. Using it, you can create a color picker for regulating light brightness. Virtual key is a graphic item used for creating a user keyboard in the project. With the help of this button, you can input any text and system symbols as from a keyboard.